Hey guys, I'm back, and as they do often, Olight has sent me some stuff to let you guys know about a St. Paddy's Day sale they have coming up. And there's something that we've kind of seen before, but a new version of it, and there's something brand new that I have not looked at, I have not seen, and some of you might have seen it, but a whole brand new product line coming out that is actually looks pretty cool. The Baton 3, the Premium Edition. So you might have seen the Baton 3, I don't know if you've seen the Premium Edition yet. So we've got cool stuff to look at. And I'll be honest, you know, normally I like to open things like live, kind of on camera as I'm doing them, so that my first reaction is captured here. But I had to take a look at this guy just to see. You know, at first I looked at it, I was like, is this a flask? What are we doing here? But it's actually pretty cool. So the Baton 3, wait till you see how tiny it is. We've gone through many evolutions of the Baton series, and I have videos on all of them. And if you choose to go through them and see them all, I'll put links to different reviews in the video description so you can go check them out. There's also, we're going to look at this special edition of the i3T, and I'll show you the basic functions. But to keep this video a little shorter, the actual outside light test, I'm going to give you a link to one where it's the exact same light, it's just a special edition, body for it. So I'll give you a link in the video description again to watch the actual outdoor light test of the i3T. And again, it's pretty good light, so you can go see that if you want. But we'll open this up and take a look at this special edition brass one as we go. Let's start though with the Baton 3. Here are the specs. Let's start with the Baton 3 though. Here are the specs. Now 1200 lumens, we've seen some higher powered lights lately, but again, wait till you see how small the thing is. And what's really cool about the Baton 3 is not even the size of the light or the power of the light, it's this whole little charging carry case that it has. So this thing here is a pocket-sized carrying case and basically a battery bank for this light that will fully recharge the light over 3.5 times. And just, basically carry it around, and it weighs almost nothing. This comes in red, blue, and black. It also kind of reminds me of the Zippo hand warmer. It's about the same size, but thicker. I mean, they say it's a wireless charger, but you gotta plug this in to charge it. You got a nice bronze clip there. Look at the teeny tiny Baton 3. I mean, it's tiny. 1200 lumens coming out of this thing. So that's pretty cool. And it's like the magneticness, just you put it near it and it just wants to pull it in there. And it holds it in. So once it's in there, it's in there. And you've got a little magnetic charger for your thing that you can carry around in your pocket. The charger weighs virtually nothing. And virtually nothing. So you have two virtually nothings, which adds up to a relatively nothing. And then you've got a little protective case and a battery bank for it, all in one. Let's see what's under this little pull here tab. Okay. In our little accessory box, we've got a cord, power cord here. And let's see, what is it? It is USB, the good one, USB-C. That's what everybody's using now. And in a change, it is not blue, it is red. Now, I don't know, honestly, if that's because this whole set is red. I don't know if the blue one comes with the blue one and the black one comes with the black one, but that's what we got here. We've got the standard, Olight warnings. We've got the user's manual. We have a microfiber cloth. Now, looking at the bottom of this, now, I went and I got this from my flashlight, area. This does not come in the box, but because this has a magnetic charging base, you can also use, if you wanted to, the standard Olight magnetic charging thing on it, which is convenient also. So like if you're not near this thing and you wanted to charge it with the regular Olight charger, you can, which is cool. Inside, we have another remove here. Let's get our little battery out. A little battery doesn't want to come out. There we go. We've got a 16340 rechargeable battery, 550 milliamp hour. Usually Olights come ready to use out of the box, but you want to give them a good full charge before you take them out for like a real use. You've got the dual position clip, so deep carry clip for in your pocket, but this will also work on the bill of a hat or something for hands-free use. You can also, if you want to carry it, lens down, you can do that very easily as well, which I like. And that, the accent colors are pretty nice for the premium edition, the color scheme and everything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break for a second, and I'm going to charge all of this stuff so that when we can take it out and properly test it. And while that's all charging, we're going to take a look at the i3T. I've said this any other time we've looked at an i3T. This is a simple light for people that don't need massive amounts of light being thrown down range, don't need a bunch of different features. It's easy, it's reliable, and I have one for each of the boys, and they love them because they're easy to use. And coming in this, let's see if this is vacuum packed like coffee, like the other ones are. They usually are with these metallic special editions. Yeah, see, because they don't want anything to tarnish the finish on it before you get your hands on it. I'll have a link to the actual outside, light demonstration. So if you haven't seen how an i3T works, you can check it out. But that way, we're not, in this video repeating what we've done over and over. We're just going to show you the special edition one here, which is beautiful. I love it. So the EOS line is a, in my opinion, a simpler, just general use, kind of a no frills Olight line, and it's got its place definitely for sure. I'm just gonna look if there's like a little plastic thing we got to remove. Yes, there is. Okay, it works on a single, AA. This is an alkaline disposable. You could put a rechargeable in here if you wanted. Now the i3T, the i5T, the whole lineup. They have basically two modes. They have a low and a high mode. Now, it's 180 lumens on high and it's 5 lumens on low, which is, really, for just a general purpose light, EDC kind of light, that's not bad. So the way it works is you press the button and you're in low. You press it again and you're in high. So you can half click or soft press or whatever they call it, and then you hard click it to be in the mode you want to be in. So if it's in low, you soft press and then hard click in the mode you want. So you could do a momentary kind of on and let it go, but then the next time you're going to be in the other mode. But like I said, for the boys, for example, they don't have obviously this fancy brass one. The brass and the copper ones they have a bit added weight over the other ones, the standard aluminum ones. But it's a nice feel in your hand. They also have the dual use clip. So deep carry, but not as deep carry. This one sticks out of your pocket a little bit, which some people like. I like it one that goes all the way in your pocket and it's in there. But you could also do hands-free bill of the hat. I like that this one goes in and automatically protects the lens and everything in your pocket. That's a pretty good feature. Like I was saying, the boys love these because they're very simple. They can easily do this. They don't have to hold it down to do different features or anything like that. And the boys will, and the truth is, replacing a AAA battery is not that big a deal. It's not that expensive. So, they can do like blanket forts and stuff and use these, and they each have their own. And it's a cool, quality light. It can take quite a beating. If we look in the information here, can drop resistant to 1.5 meters, IPX8, 60 meter throw. On low, 5 lumens, it'll last 16 hours. That's pretty good. It does get a little bit warm. It doesn't get real hot, but it gets a little bit warm on high power mode. And some people, are always concerned about that. But I like this i3T as a relatively inexpensive kind of light that you can just get a few and stash them in different bags, glove compartments, toolboxes, whatever. With the water resistance it has, you can, on a boat or whatever, take it in a little bit of water if you need to and use it for just a little bit of time. And it's just a simple, rugged light. It's pretty good. All right, folks, back to the main event of this video, the Baton 3 Premium Edition. It's premium. It's shiny. So I had this plugged in with the USB. I got a little green light on the LED when it was done. I had this at the same time plugged in with the standard, magnetic charger. I got the regular green light on the charger when it was done. So like I said, it worked like any other Olight, that you can think of. This little LED here. So if it's got more than 60% charge inside this little carrying case charger, you'll get a green light. If it's 20 to 60, you'll get an orange light. 10 to 20% red, and then if it's less than 10, it's got a blinking red indicator to let you know where you are in your charge cycle. I love the finish on it, actually. It's really kind of almost like a prismatic color changing kind of deal. For the LED that's inside the power and the mode control button here, and you'll see that when we go outside, kind of very similar. So 60% greater, it's green. 10 to 60%, it's orange. 5 to 10, it's red, and then less than 5%, it blinks red to let you know where you're at. I wandered onto a big disclaimer and a warning thing that says, do not put this thing turned on into the charging unit and close the lid. Because of the heating of the light, it could cause damage to the lid. So don't put the S1R2 turned on. I don't know why you would. I have no idea why you would turn it on and put it in there and then close the lid. But they warn you in a big sticker, by the way, don't do that. So that will void your warranty and, everything else. So when you're carrying these around together, this is about 4 ounces. This is just a hair under 2 ounces. So you put them together, you've got 6 ounces. I've carried knives that are heavier than this, folding pocket knives that are heavy. In fact, this knife right here is heavier than the two of these things put together. So we're going to put him to the side. By the way, 1 hour from full dead, to a fully charged in here, according to the paperwork. So what modes do we have on the light? Well, we have our 1200 lumen turbo mode. We have a 300 lumen high. We've got a 60 lumen medium and a 12 lumen low, and then we have a 5 lumen moonlight mode. It's pretty standard for Olight. If you put this thing, a half lumen, not a 5 lumen, a half lumen moonlight mode. This thing will stay on for 20 days. 20 days on the moonlight mode. That is crazy. And you've got 95 minutes of high power light with 1 battery charge. All right, IPX8, so at least 30 minutes in at least 1 meter of water. Remember the X is, it has no, they didn't test it for dust and stuff like that, but the IP 8 rating is at least, to manufacturer specifications, so it at least meets or exceeds 1 meter for 30 minutes. So cool, waterproof. You can drop it and grab it again. Your max light throw on this is 166 meters on this little guy right here that completely disappears in my hand. So we are going to take this outside, but just real quick, so on and off is just a push of a button, and we're probably in low mode right now. Now let's test my theory, if it works like other Olights. So if I hold it down, yep, that gets us to moonlight mode. If we hold it, and now that it's on, we hold it down, it should cycle through the modes. Okay. We turn it off and turn it back on. It's got a memory. All right. It has 2 timer settings that you can set on this to limit heat and preserve your battery. It's got a 9-minute timer and a 3-minute timer, which you can activate if you want. Which is good for some, not good for others. But, I shouldn't say good for some, but some people might choose to use that mode, or some might not. I'm not going to mess with it right now. But in the instructions, there's full, easy instructions on how to set it on a 3-minute timer or a 9-minute timer. And, of course, if you have it on the timer and you need it, again, you just turn it back on. Standard Olight should be a double click to get us to turbo mode. Yep, and we are right in turbo mode. I'm going to turn it off, and here comes a strobe warning for everybody. A triple click should get us to strobe. And there's our strobe. All right, so button operation is very similar to other similar Olights. So if you already have an Olight, you know how to use this thing just coming right out of the package. You don't have to learn any new button sequences or anything like that. It works just like you expect it to. One thing you got to remember is your moonlight mode is only accessible from off. You've got to turn it off and hold it down. and your turbo mode is accessible from anywhere, but when it's in your primary operation and you're cycling through modes, it's just going to go through low, medium, high. You know, you can have it on and then go to turbo, but when you cycle back through, you're going to be back to low, medium, high. If you put it on in moonlight mode, which you can barely see here, and you then start cycling through, you're just going to be back to low, medium, high again. But that's, you know, the same with most Olights. So we're going to take this guy outside because we have not tested the Baton 3. We've seen the Baton 1, the Baton 2, and all sorts of iterations of other similar Olights, but not the Baton 3. Not on this channel anyway. So here's how it's going to work. In the backyard, I have 2 haunted red sheds. I'm hoping no ghost activity tonight, but you know what? Maybe we'll end up having an episode of Ghost Adventures, and this will be a twofer, right? But on one of them, that is measured exactly 100 feet from where I'm going to be, I have a combination of VSSL and FireTac reflective trail markers. So I'm going to set this up with the camera. We are going to try to ignore the swing set that's kind of in our way there, but we're going to see right through it. We're going to not only look at the quality of light that this thing throws downrange, how far it throws light, but we're going to judge light, because we're going to see how much light those trail markers is able to actually pick up and reflect. So, you know, we're going to be able to see how much of an area it lights up, the field of regard, how wide the area is. We're also going to see how much light it actually throws down by how much light is reflected back at us, which is why I like to use this test. On an old trekking pole, 45 degrees off to the right, I have 1 or 2 more at this point. With the weather, I probably need to stick some more on there, but I have at least 1 on that, so we'll be able to judge, and we'll kind of maneuver the light around right on top of the camera and see how it does for us. So I will see you outside in a minute so we can test this guy out in real darkness. All right, guys, I am outside. It's quiet, it is dark, and there is a wild Tato roaming somewhere in the background. So there's no jump scares intended if he suddenly pops into frame. I think I see his silhouette off to the right. I think I hear him coming towards the camera. Hey, Tato. You're kind of right in front of where I need to be filming. There you go. Good boy. All right, so we're going to start this on moonlight. And now I have the camera zoomed in a bit so we can get a better view of those range markers. It won't change, obviously, the amount of light the flashlight's throwing down there or anything. I can't see anything past the swing set with my bare naked eye, or as our friendly Brits would say, the Mark II eyeball. I can't really, this screen isn't great on the camera, so I can't tell what's going to show up on the final video, really. I can see with my plain eye just the outline of the swing set. Here's my hand. You can see that, but you can't see much else. Now, I've always said, people say, well, what good is half a lumen? It's great for trying to preserve a little bit of your night vision and not blinding yourself if you're just doing a little bit of work out in the dark close up. But there we go. So now I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it on. So we're at low power mode, and naked eye again, I can just sort of see those range markers. You can see a little bit of the slide now as I rotate past it. We're now 45 degrees to the left, swinging around. About 45 degrees to the right. I don't know if the camera is situated to pick up the range marker on the right, but so that's low power. Okay. And I hope I can just basically make out those trail markers with the naked eye. Here's medium. And now you've got a great amount of light, especially for this tiny little, I'm sorry if I have it resting right on the microphone of the camera. So yeah, I have it zoomed in a little too much to see the trail marker on the right, but you can see as I rotate through, You can see those reflective range markers really well, just on medium mode. Can't see much of what's beyond it. We're going to switch to high. And now you can actually see the haunted red shed, waking up the ghosts inside. So great, I'll be haunted for the night, but that's okay. You guys are worth it. You can see sort of the tree line starting behind it. And don't worry, I'll zoom out and give you a full, so you can really see the whole field of regard of the light. And now I'm gonna go, to turbo. And you can see off into the wood line, very bright. I mean, those reflective markers are really shining. 45 degrees to the left. You can see my breath out here. 45 degrees to the right. Here comes a strobe warning. All right. And I'm going to zoom out. And I'm going to turn it back to turbo. And here's really, like, you can see, there are the markers on the right. This is 45 degrees to the right, and you can still see a good amount of light off to the left. You can see the slide and everything. And then 45 degrees to the left. And, well, you know, it's so bright bouncing off the slide that it kind of attenuates out to the right, but excellent quality of light in this little tiny thing. So let's go inside and I'll tell you about the sale and all the information stuff you should know. Well, pretty good showing from this little tiny light right here. I really like it. It's actually pretty cool. It's small. It's handheld. If you know, I mean, I don't know if I call it tactical. It's a very small light. Great for camping. Great for EDC. It's a great EDC light. And coming with the charger and carrier, you know, you don't have to worry about getting anywhere to plug it in for a while. So, really cool setup for the Baton 3 Premium Edition. I keep saying that, sound like a commercial, but that's what they're calling it. You know, I don't know, the S1R2, Baton 3 with the wireless charger. I don't know if they sell this thing separately. I don't know. But here's the deal with the sale. So the sale is on from the 18th at midnight. At 12 o'clock, you know, I think it's Eastern Standard Time. Pretty sure. I have a link in the video description to take you right to the sale. Now, in the video description is a list of the things that are on sale for like 35% off, okay? I know it includes this. I know it includes this. It also includes a really cool new EDC kind of flashlight that they didn't send me a sample of to show you guys, and I wish I had one to show you, but it looks really awesome. And you know, if you click the link, it'll take you to the sale page now, but you can't buy anything. I mean, that's the thing. But you can go look at it now. And it's the bulb, the Obulb. It looks pretty cool, and it's in orange, which is a cool color to have, and I think I'm going to buy one for myself. Also, in the video description is a discount code. So during this sale, and they set this up, it's kind of weird. It only works during the sale. I have a discount code that you can use to get yourself 10% off anything else that's not on sale. So use the link to go and enjoy the sale. But if there's anything you want to buy that's not on sale during the sale, you use the DocP91B code to get 10% off everything else in the Olight online store. And then, you know, they also have bundles, and then they have like these tiers where you spend enough money, you get free stuff. It's rather than listening to me talk about it, it's all listed in the video description, direct from the Olight person, and you can read it all, and it's all right there. So I love Olight. It's one of my top 3 favorite flashlight companies, and I have taken Olights on deployment. You know, that's why whenever they say to me like, hey, we're having a sale, or hey, we have a new product, do you want to show it? I say yeah, because I personally use them under like real conditions, and I take them with me when I go camping or whatever it happens to be. I believe in them. You know, my EDC setup is Olight and stuff. So I think they're really good. I know there's some people that don't like them because they're not made in the USA, but I'll tell you what, I have yet to have one let me down. So I think they're pretty good. So check out the video description for all the cool info. And, you know, save yourself some money. Reliable lighting is part of every setup for every eventuality. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget, there's, you know, if you want to see how this thing performs outside, there will be a link in the video description to check out an i3T as well. You guys are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will be back again real soon.